Well, would you look at this, guys? Incredible content coming to NBA 2K25 MyTEAM tomorrow with the Dunktober set featuring point guard Dwyane Wade, might be the best point guard in the game. Small forward shooting guard Paul George, absolutely elite. As well as pink diamond Giannis. All of those pink diamonds coming to the game tomorrow. And then, even at the diamonds here, point guard Donovan Mitchell, one of the best point guards in the game. Shooting guard Andrew Wiggins, going to be elite. Shawn Kemp, Kenyon Martin should be really good as well. And this is what we have been waiting for. We also probably will see a bunch of budget ballers in this set tomorrow, because obviously we are going to get more than just these few cards. But this set is going to be one of the best sets that we have seen thus far in my team. And my hope for you guys is that we have a bunch of MT just left over. A bunch of MT that you guys are just holding on to wait to spend. Because if you do, you are going to be really building your squad up in a big time way. So that's my hope for you guys. And as we do dive into this, guys, if you are new to the channel, man, and have not yet, make sure you do smash that subscribe button. More My Team content here than anywhere else. And I'll keep you up to date on each and everything that is dropping within the game. So let's start with the pink diamonds. Forget about starting with the budget bar. No, let's start with the heavy hitters. Pink diamond D Wade. When you look at the pink diamonds, and again, I'll break down his stats and badges here in a second, but or not even pink diamonds. When you think of the point guard position, I think of a position that is Ja Morant. You got Gary Payton. Like, in my opinion, Dwyane Wade is always, early on in 2K, one of the better point guards in the game. And I don't expect anything else this year. I think he's going to be one of the best budget point guards in the entire game. I don't exactly know what his release is. His releases went up and down throughout 2Ks. It started off really good for a couple of years. Then it's just been on the slower side of things the last couple of years. That's D-Wade. Paul George. Brief note of Paul George. He's always good in 2K. This year is nothing but stellar. His release is good. His player build is going to be fantastic. Going to be absolutely able to defend at an elite level. Whether you do want to play him at the shooting guard or small forward position, Paul George is going to be elite. Giannis might be the best power forward in the game. I don't even know if there's a might about it. Outside of Kareem, obviously Kareem is going to be a power forward. But yeah, Giannis is going to be Giannis. He is going to be absolutely elite at that power forward position. Pink diamonds, pretty elite. Andrew Wiggins, shooting guard, small forward, one of the best diamonds in the game. You're looking at Donovan Mitchell, probably going to be one of the best diamonds in the game. I don't know about Jalen Green or Kenyon Martin. We'll have to see exactly what their stats badges look like. But Shawn Kemp is another diamond who is always good early on in 2K. So that is what we do know. Now let's look specifically and talk about all of these cards. Let's start with the diamonds that we do know are coming to my team tomorrow. So the sad part about Donovan Mitchell is he's only a 92 overall. Same thing with Shawn Kemp. So they probably won't, stat-wise, be as good as some of the other guys. Spider 6'1", 88 3-ball, 90 ball handle, 84 steal perimeter, 96 speed is crazy. Only has a 70 interior. I feel like Donovan Mitchell normally has a higher interior than that. Badge-wise, pretty solid through and through. Obviously, the important thing here for Donovan Mitchell is that when I'm looking for, the clamps badge, he does not have it. And so that is definitely something that is so important for anybody to have, especially on the perimeter right now, is that, forget what, on-ball menace badge, because that badge is hard to come by in the auction house. Donovan has a good release. He's going to be solid. I feel like his stats, though, to me personally, when I'm looking at Donovan Mitchell, I feel like his stats are just a little bit of a letdown. Then we see Shawn Kemp, 6'10", 78 3-ball, 95 standing driving dunk. Defensively, not great, 78 speed. Seen better power forwards in the game. Shawn Kemp, not super high on. So honestly, Shawn Kemp let down. Donovan Mitchell, for being Donovan Mitchell, I would say a letdown as well. So as far as the diamonds, I would say 0 for 2 as far as guys that I'm super excited to get or to pick up. That's just my opinion. You guys are good to think on your own and come up with what you specifically think as well. But that's just what I'm feeling when it comes down to the few diamonds that we've covered so far. And it is kind of tough to go through and find all of these 94s that I am looking for, and I'm guaranteed that I've already missed a couple of the guys that I am looking for that we are getting tomorrow. But yeah, as far as like the 92 Donovan Mitchell, I don't know. I was just expecting a little bit more, I guess. Then we see Andrew Wiggins, 6'8", shooting guard, small forward, 87 3-ball, 97 driving hook, 86 ball handle, defensively perfect, 92 speed. Oh my goodness, Andrew Wiggins is so tough on this game. Badge-wise, 25 base badges, 6 Hall of Famers, 15 on goals, including the on-ball menace badge, which is super important. Look to badges that he needs. Maybe give him like paint patroller, maybe give him like brick ball, rebound tracer, limitless range, but this card is good. Andrew Wiggins is going to be that man in this game at 6'8" at the shooting guard or small forward position. Wig is going to be the real deal. So forget the 92 overalls. They're not very good. 94 Andrew Wiggins is that man. This card is someone to be reckoned with. Then we see Jalen Green, point guard at 6'4". Okay, 92 3-ball, 94 ball handle, defensively 82 steal, 84 perimeter, good speed, decent agility. Badge-wise, I'm not that impressed with Jalen Green, to be honest with you. Think he could have used better badges across the board. We'll check out all of their releases at the end of this video, but I mean, he looks okay. Not necessarily my favorite looking card in the entire game, but he doesn't look that bad. And then we see Kenyon Martin. Honestly, 6'9", 79 3-ball, 90 standing neck, 95 driving neck, 86 ball handle, really solid defensively. This is a card that is going to go under the radar tomorrow. Because Kenyon Martin's not the biggest name. He's not a card that a lot of people might be super excited about. But this card's fantastic. This card is so good in Kenyon Martin. Again, give him that on-ball menace badge. You're looking at one of the better bigs in the entire game. Again, all of this is pending their releases. Then we see the pink diamonds coming tomorrow. Dwyane Wade, Paul George, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let's start it off here at the pink diamonds here. All of them, obviously, 96 overalls. Coming tomorrow. Again, we gotta search through, find each and every one of these cards to be able to break them down. I have seen this Paul George card, and I think he looks pretty good. 95 3-ball, 6'8", 94 ball handle, defensively perfect, 94 speed. I mean, this is basically an invincible card. I mean, genuinely, like, this card is so good. Half poster, limitless, handles for days, challenger, off-ball pass, glove, interceptor, shifty shooter, lightning launch, Hall of Fame on-ball menace, as well as 17 gold badges. I don't know what else there is to say. Give him immovable, give him unpluckable, give him some of these other badges he might need. Paul George's might be your best shooting guard in the entire game. Again, I'm not trying to sit here and gas these cards because they're going to be ridiculously expensive. But just know, Paul George is the real deal when it comes down to my team this year. Then we also see Dwyane Wade as well as Giannis Antetokounmpo. And I'm already knowing this, Giannis is going to be able to shoot. Dwyane Wade does have point guard eligibility. Important to note, on the new Dunktober card, we'll be able to play point guard 6'4", 84 3-ball, 95 driving nick, 88 ball handle, 85 block, 92 steal, 92 perimeter, really solid speed. 11 Hall of Famers, including challenger glove and movable, as well as, some of those playmaking offensive badges. 14 gold badges. I mean, how does he compare to Gary Payton? We'll check out his release here in a second when I do switch over to that, but card looks incredible. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 6'11", 67 3-ball. That's high enough to green with 90 standing neck, 90 driving neck, 86 ball handle, defensively perfect, 88 speed badge-wise. Only 5 Hall of Famers for Giannis. Kind of seems troll. And you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. It kind of seems troll. Total badges, though, is really where Giannis is great. 31 total badges. Can basically give him all of those badges he needs. Just wish he had more Hall of Famers. I think that's a pretty fair assessment to really give a chill. Look at them trying to get me to buy VC. I think that's a pretty fair assessment to give Giannis. So let's go one by one. Start with Donovan Mitchell release wise. I mean, I feel like I know I missed that, but I feel like Donovan Mitchell's release is pretty smooth this year. I feel like normally he does have a pretty smooth release. It's not necessarily the quickest, but it is super smooth. As far as his leaner, looks okay as well. Now, as far as his movement, I don't know. I can't really move this year. So I mean, who am I to say if somebody can move or not? I don't really know. But I don't mind Dono's release. Obviously, I feel like his player boot always looks longer than 6'1". I just wish his stats and badges were a little bit better, because that's the one thing when I looked at Donovan Mitchell that I wasn't super impressed with, were those stats and badges. It just seemed like the card didn't really live up to the hype. Next, the Houston Rockets. We got to look at Jalen Green. I feel like in past years, his release hasn't necessarily been the best movement-wise. I don't know if I like it for Jalen Green. As far as his jump shot, I mean, it's I don't know. It's relatively quick. He just shoots it from the other side of his body. I'm not quite sure about this Jalen Green and what he's going to look like. He can play point guard. He is 6'4". I just don't know about this jumper. And leaner-wise, it's pretty gross as well. So I don't know for Jalen Green. Again, movement-wise, We'll see what he ends up looking like. I don't mind his jumper, though. I thought I wouldn't like it. Honestly, for Jalen Green, I really don't mind it a whole ton. Then we see Shawn Kemp. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to find Shawn Kemp on in here. Like, is he? I guess I need to go by the Thunder. Yes, like, if I go by the Thunder, he should be on the all-time Thunder team, correct? And here he is, Shawn Kemp. So we can see. I feel like Shawn Kemp's card, I don't know, always has a pretty smooth release. At least from me and what I remember. This year, I don't know. It doesn't look bad. It looks kind of baited, though. It looks kind of slower than it has been in past years. So I'm shooting a lot of the slightly fast tempos. Maybe if I slow down my release, he'll start to green some shots. For a big man, it doesn't look bad. I do like, you know, a guy like Purvis Ellison's release more. So, I mean, if we're going to compare those two cards, do you like Purvis's release more? And honestly, Shawn Kemp's defense is not great either. So, I don't know. This card might be able to play it for you. But from what I'm seeing right now, I just am not the biggest fan of that release. Kenyon Martin, the next guy I got to use here relatively quickly. He should be in the new, here you go, Kenyon Martin, 82 overall. If you guys want to try any of these cards, you absolutely can. Just come in here. You'll be able to try all of them out. Really oh yeah, Kenyon Martin's going to be that man. And I know I missed the shot. And I know his release isn't the necessarily quickest. The upper is kind of slow. But it's good enough. And when I say it, no, I mean it. It's good enough. Because this card defensively is going to be fantastic. He's going to be able to knock down shots. He's going to be board man on the offensive side of the, both sides of the ball. Kenyon Martin's going to be able to do things. His release, the upper part of it, feels pretty slow though to me. So definitely be careful, or not even be careful, but just know what you're getting yourself into for Kenyon Martin. But I'm a fan of this card. I really am. Release-wise, I'll get used to it. Kenyon Martin's going to play for me if his price is not anything crazy. Last diamond, before we hop into the pink diamonds, is Andrew Wiggins here. He's a 78 overall in play now. Yikes, I kind of forgot they got Buddy Hield too. What in the world is going on in Golden State? Hotspot-wise, born on the play now card, does have 3 hotspots from around the arc. Release-wise, I mean, he doesn't really jump on it. But it's not bad. I don't know. He doesn't jump, so it's kind of weird. His leaner used to be pro too. It's not this year. I don't know how I feel about Andrew Wiggins. I mean, jump shot-wise, it's fine, but it's not necessarily, I don't even think it's as good as like Jalen Green's jump shot, if you want me to be honest. So I don't know. We'll see for Andrew Wiggins if I, end up being a fan of that release. But right now when I'm shooting with it, it's fine. It's just not, in my opinion, as smooth as it has been in the past, maybe. Now to our pink diamonds. Let's start with Dwyane Wade, because that might be the card that I'm most hyped. No, that's a lie. I'm not most hyped to get D-Wade, but I definitely am hyped to use Dwyane Wade in this game, because I feel like his release has been good some years. Other years, it's not. This year, it's just not great. And I'm not hating on it. It's basically what it has been in the past couple of years. But if you go back to like, 2K21, D-Wade was always the best card in the game because of his release. It's not bad. It's definitely better than a guy like Chauncey Billups' release. It's just not necessarily that quick. And even if you compare his release to like Ja Morant or, Chris Paul, those guys are going to have slightly better releases. But we all know what D-Wade's probably going to get into. Attacking the rim, stuff like that. He is going to be really, really, really solid. So, I don't know. D-Wade, I'll probably, I won't get you. You're too expensive. But, I'm going to be probably a top 3, at least, point guard in the game. Paul George, if you haven't used, he's not on the Clippers anymore. But if you haven't used Paul George, I'm telling you right now, his release is pure chicken, man. Paul George is chicken, man, in my team. Let's take a quick look at him release-wise. Again, fantastic for the overall card. And that's what you're going to need. You're going to need him to knock down shots. He can go get you an occasional bucket, though. And that's what I want you guys to really realize for Paul George. He's not just a spot-up guy. He's going to be able to go get you a bucket. He's going to be able to dunk on people as well, as having one of the better releases that I have used for a wing this year. Paul George is going to be chicken, man. Definitely a guy. You can't afford him, he's going to be absolutely incredible. And then Giannis, last but certainly not least. I've not played with Giannis at all this year. So, I mean, to say I've used the card a lot, that would be a lie because I just haven't. Release-wise, it doesn't feel that bad, honestly. I just don't know when it comes down to it. Are you guys going to green consistently with the 67 3-ball? I don't know. But can play power forward, can play center. He's going to be 6'11". He's going to have perfect defense. He's going to dunk on everybody. I think it comes down to, are you going to be able to agree with his jump shot? If you can, I think you're going to like Giannis. If you can't, I think you're not going to like Giannis. I really think it's that simple for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Has kind of a weird, he has kind of a weird rhythm shooter jump shot as well. But I feel like if I get the hang of it, I'll be chicken, man, with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Newsflash, guys, tomorrow's drop is absolutely elite from top to bottom, whether you do, have all the cards in the game, whether you are balling on a budget. So much to look at. Let me know your thoughts on this. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.